Gold Squad TV. Yeah, I gotta keep it real with you, man. I'm watching this Brooklyn Nets Golden State Warriors game. This is really not entertaining. Um, I don't know if it's just a brand of basketball. Just a lot of jump shooting, man. There's no diversity in the offense, man. But it is what it is. But I had to put this game on mute, man, because TNT needs to get Chris Webber off of play-by-play. I love Marv Albert. They need to bring back the Czar or bring Reggie Miller into the game to do play by play. Chris Webber should not be anywhere near a play by play. I really cannot stand listening to Chris Webber on play by play for a reason. I never liked him as a player. Always thought he was overrated. Had all the talent in the world. He was always the dude that didn't want to work for it. He's everything, the antithesis of what like a Marcus Smart would be. Like Marcus Smart is a guy that he's not blessed with talent, but he's blessed with being a hard worker, being a guy that's gonna outwork you. All the traits that would make like a Kawhi Leonard great are all the traits that Chris Webber lacked. See, Chris Webber had natural talent, but always lacked. He always lacked in the try hard department. He never wanted to go hard. I never felt like he was really a guy that, really cared about being about being great. I always felt like he was a dude that had all the talent in the world, but rather complain about coaching. The dude shot himself out of town in Golden State the first time around. He didn't do well in Washington outside that one playoff year. He had a couple good years in Sacramento, but he's pretty much a journeyman. The fact that people even think he's a Hall of Famer is crazy to me. He's not a Hall of Sean Kemp's a Hall of Famer. He's not a Hall of Famer. I think Sean Kemp should get in hands down over Chris Webber. I don't even think that's a question. That said, him as a play-by-play guy is probably the worst. It's the worst. Like, all he does is state the obvious. We know KD. We know Kyrie are great, right? Outside of him, maybe this dude was over here slobbering over Brad Wanamaker. Brad Wanamaker was trash for the Celtics. This dude acting like he's some stable vet. He was like, made a lot of bad decisions for the Celtics. Lost us a lot of games. I know because I'm a Celtics fan. Chris Webber has no business being play-by-play. They need to get people that actually know what the hell they're talking about. Not guys who are going to just sit there and just be biased about who the stars are and maybe sprinkling in a couple, like, let me just mention this one player that I know sucks, but I'm just going to mention it anyway. Like, that's the one thing I'm really starting to not like about the NBA. Not every former basketball player is meant to be a play-by-play guy. Get people that actually listen. I'd rather you get the 13th man on the team that knows basketball but just doesn't have enough talent to play that ends up being a play-by-play. I'd rather you go get Tom Tolbert, for God's sakes, over Chris Webber. Anybody's better than Chris Webber on play-by-play. It is nauseating to listen to. It's like when Stan Van Gundy used to do. Stan Van Gundy was horrible on play-by-play as well. I'm glad he's a coach again. Keep his ass coaching. He's a horrible play-by-play. And the same thing with Chris Webber. Horrible play-by-play. It's bad enough this game's a blowout. Nobody cares about it. First game of the year. NBA, you need to give me more games on the first game of the season. Don't just give me 2 games because they're nationally televised. And these other games I'm not able to watch. I don't want to watch the damn Lakers and Clippers, man. It's just not appealing to me. I'm an East Coast guy. Nor do I appeal to watching LeBron James talk about every 5 seconds. But you just give us this game. This game's not even worth watching. Golden State's clearly undermanned right now. They don't have Thompson. They're not going to be able to beat Brooklyn. You know what I mean? It's just, and then on top of it, the style play is horrible. But the fact of the matter is, Chris Webber should never be able to do play. I wouldn't want Chris Webber doing play-by-play in a high school game, not to mention a college or even professional game. Get him out of there. Gold Squad TV, leave your comments down below. Who's the worst play-by-play guy in the league when it comes to the big networks? I'm talking about ESPN and TNT. Who's the worst play-by-play guy? Gold Squad TV, I'm out.